Canadian Christmas tree farms send their crops all over the world, from Jamaica to Thailand to the United Arab Emirates. And Christmas trees are big business here at home as well. Scott Peterson has a breakdown of what is a very seasonal industry. And Scott came into this studio and he said, go ahead, ask me anything you want about Christmas trees. So I've got an 8.5-foot balsam fir.
Oh, yes.
How many needles are on it, Scott?
That's my mom's favorite. That's my mom's favorite tree. The needles,
you know what? They're the most fragrant tree.
They're fragrant. The needles last forever. And
they last forever all over the hardwood floor when you're done with them, too.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. You know, I was thinking about that. I'm going to guess like 5 million needles or something.
You know, I don't know if you're right or wrong. I didn't count, but you've got all kinds of stats and Yuletide facts. You
know, when I said ask me anything, I wasn't really being literal, but thanks a lot. But I will say this, and there's no segue for this. I'm going to tell you that there's 1.3 billion acres of boreal forest in Canada. That's about a quarter of all the boreal forest in the world, and that's where Christmas trees hang out. And so I thought we'd take a look at Christmas tree statistics, because it's big business. And here we go. There's just over 2,300 farms grew Christmas trees in Canada last year for 2011. The average size of a Christmas tree farm now is about 54 acres. It's responsible for just over 51 million cash receipts for trees. It's down about 9% from 2010. 28 million worth of trees are exported. Most of that goes to the U.S. And here's a statistic that you probably haven't seen before. 47 million worth of artificial trees are imported, mostly from China. That is plastic. And the last point there is somewhat indicative of all the bitumen we send out, and China sends us back manufactured Christmas trees. But having said that, 1.7 million trees are exported every year, and the vast majority, over 80%, become from Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. Ontario is in a very distant fourth place. And
what about you when it comes to trees? Real, fake? Already pre-lit, or?
Well, sure, I like that, but no, they're a fire hazard. But I do like the balsam fir. A friend of mine got a hemlock tree one time. You know what happens with them?
What?
You get them, you decorate them, they look fantastic, right? But the needles drop off by the morning. The needles are gone in 8 hours. But, you know, having said that, there's a Christmas tree research center. There's federal money for that, and they are in the business of trying to make those needles last longer. But my tip would be to anybody out there, make sure you got a big bucket of water. You've got one of those stands that hold water.
Yeah, I sure do.
Because those things really
suck up.
And
a little bit of sugar.
Oh, is that right?
That's what I do. A little bit of sugar in that water.
Oh, nice.
And sweetness in your tree.
Gets that in the tree, probably makes it more fragrant.
Yeah. All right, green arrows. They kind of look like Christmas trees. Any of those on the markets?
They do, and there might be some of those lurking out there, and there they are. TSX, Dow, NASDAQ, all fresh and pretty. Waiting for a Fed announcement this afternoon. There could be another bond buying, purchasing by the U.S. Fed. $45 billion is what the market is expecting. So at this point, they're all cautiously optimistic and have their trees out there. More trees on this side of the border, too. Canadian dollar is up, euro's up, British pound is up, and also oil's up on that OPEC announcement that they're keeping production the same. And gold sort of just kind of hanging out, up $1.90 an ounce.